Hey, happy Friday. As soon as I start recording, I've got a little ankle biter that comes up on me. We'll see how far I get. I'm going to do a Flip Friday. If you're not familiar, stay tuned. So, I am an entrepreneur. I own a couple of businesses, but as my side hustle, for the fun of it, in my spare time, I buy items cheap and flip them online, hopefully for a profit. I sell on Poshmark, eBay, and Etsy. So if you want to see what I sold this week, here. First item was a Victoria's Secret bikini. The top was a size 34 double D. The bottom was a size small. I didn't know how well that would sell or if I should separate it, but I went ahead and listed it. It was only listed for like 3 days and it sold. Next up was a pair of SAS Shoes. That stands for San Antonio Shoe Company. These tend to be a bit of an older style. They're a comfort shoe. There aren't always kind of younger fashionable looks in their brand. These I thought were very cute. They were kind of a champagne gold snakeskin loafer. They were really a cute little shoe. Size 8, and I paid $1.50, and I think they sold in 5 days. So these were a Skechers walking sandal, kind of a hiking sandal. They're kind of inspired by Keen, but they're Skechers brand. I called these free because I actually bought these for myself about 5 years ago for a trip, and I never wore them. So I know I paid for them back in the day, but I don't have any idea how much, probably around $30. I was just happy to get them out of my closet, make a few dollars back on them, and somebody got some comfy shoes. So next up was a pair of Talbots chinos. They were kind of a baby pink, and they had these really cute little embroidered Boston Terrier or English Bulldogs, French Bulldogs all over them. They were really cute. I paid 25 cents, and I was very happy that they sold. If the price is right, I would tend to pick up anything with a very specific dog breed because dog owners go crazy about their breed of dog, knowing that that's the best breed there is. So I knew there was a Boston Terrier owner out there that would need these pants. So this was an Oilily sweater, O-I-L-I-Y. I'll admit I was a little bit clueless because for some reason I thought Oilily was a children's brand. I didn't know that they made adult clothes. Who knew? Oilily is a European brand, a very expensive one, and they sell, all of their patterns are like super funky, mismatched, almost, it's wearable art is what it is, really crazy. So a few weeks back, I was actually leaving the thrift store with a crazy baby in my arms. I had done my trip, and I glanced over and I saw 3 really interesting looking sweaters. And I stepped over and I looked, and they were all 3 Oilily. But the baby was at her breaking point. She was done beyond done. I was done beyond done. And I was like, okay, I can't go back and buy those sweaters right now. They were $6 each. And so I just said, okay, I'm going home. That's it. And I was like, okay, if the sweaters are still there in a day or 2, I'll grab them. And so I went back 2 days later, and they were still there waiting for me, which was very kind. So I bought 3 Oilily sweaters. I did sell this one. I have 2 more to go if you're interested. I've got them. This thing. Yeah, you may have seen me post this a few times because I was just so smitten with it. I was like, oh, my heart started pounding when I saw it. Straight from the 90s, removable sleeves, puffer rainbow vest, jacket. Like, it was so perfect. The only downfall to it was that it was very small. I'm fairly small, and even on me, it was pretty snug, so didn't have a lot of wiggle room. I have turned down multiple offers on this, and I was just in a mood this week where I was like, you know what? I am going to accept every offer that comes my way for the next 48 hours, and I did. So I took an offer for $60 on this one. So this was a pair of Oak Tree Farms boots. I think I only had those listed for 3 days and they sold. I was very happy with that. A while back, I found a pair of Oak Tree Farms cowboy boots. I was not familiar with that brand. And when I started looking up that brand, I realized the cowboy boots don't really have a huge return. They don't really bring in a lot of money. But those prairie granny style boots have a very nice return. I think at that time the store was asking $12 for the cowboy boots, and I was only looking at $25 to $30 return on that, and I wasn't willing to do that. But I had told my daughter, who also is a reseller, if you ever see the lace-up prairie boots, grab them. Yeah, the baby just growled. She's playing, and she growled at the end of that last video. Anywhoobs, so anyway, I was very excited when I opened these prairie boots and saw Oak Tree Farms. Done. End of story. So that's all I have to share with you for this week that sold. I mean, I had other things, but those are the fun ones that I wanted to share. If you want to join me on Poshmark, do use my referral code.